Today I'm going to be replacing the LCD screen on an ASUS X501A. Take the screen out that is broken and get the model number off the back before you order the new screen, because this comes in two different models, not interchangeable. Another idea is if you take laptops apart on a regular basis, I use this so that I can keep my screws and other items separate and makes it easier to put back together. Since I'm working with the display, I will remove that. Obviously, the first thing you need to do is to remove the power cable from the laptop, as well as the battery. And set these aside. And you'll turn the laptop back over. Open it till it's fully extended. And then there are two screws that you need to remove that are hidden behind these little square black tabs. Use a sharp instrument of some kind to carefully remove the tabs. They're adhesive, so I also recommend using a piece of paper to put them on so that they don't stick to each other. So then you'll remove these two screws. And place them in your storage. Next, we need to remove the outer bezel. I use fingernails, and I also use a guitar pick. You can use either kind, it'll be fine. But you'll want to get between the bezel, and it pops out, and then just run the guitar pick along the edge, and it will pop off very nicely. You do it this way, less chance of breaking the bezel. The bottom is sort of glued to the screen, so you want to run your finger along there and gently pop it out, and then gently pop it off the clips at the bottom. And then once that's done, you just lift it up and set it aside. Now the screen is held in with 4 screws. This actually makes this one of the easiest replacements that I've done to date. It's got a screw here, so it would be the inside one. On all 4 corners. You can see the silver tabs that are on the screen. This one is under a tab. So you'll remove that, and then the one in the top. And that is why I like magnetic screws, drivers. At that point, you will gently pull the screen forward, lift it up a little bit, and then lay it down flat on the keyboard. The model number right here is where you will order your screen at laptopscreens.com. Is where I got mine, and you'll see the revision C2. That's important because the others will not fit. Now to remove the cable, You'll pull up this tab here gently, and then you'll slide the cable out. Now the screen is removed. Gently remove the new screen from its packaging. Be very careful because they do break very easily. I like to leave the wrap on the screen until I have it completely in place, and then that way I don't have to worry about fingerprints on the new screen. You'll lay the screen over on its side, or on its face. You'll plug in the cable into the new screen, pushing gently forward, and then the adhesive you'll tape and stick back down again, as so. Gently lift the screen in place, and then put these screws back in. Okay, at this point you'll want to go ahead and remove the protective liner on the screen. And you'll put the bezel back on. You'll start at the bottom, over top of the hinges, press down so you hear a pop. And this can get a little tricky. Okay? And then just run your fingers from the bottom to the top and pinch the bezel back into its, and then gently push along the bottom to snap those pieces back in and re-adhere the tape. Then use some tweezers to pick up your little squares. Oops, wait. I don't love this. Put the screws back in. And then use your tweezers to reattach the squares on top of your screen. And that is all there is to that. Close it. Reattach the battery. Reattach the power too if your battery is dead. Because right now what we want to do is check to make sure that the screen functions. And we have a functioning screen. That's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day.